everyone, welcome back to another episode of Alumni Chronicles from PIBA. This is Shweta and I'm excited to bring you yet another inspiring career story. Today we are diving into Chetna Arora's inspiring career journey. She brings in 5 years of professional experience, including 2 years of specialized work in business analysis, requirement analysis for software projects. Her story reflects how continuous learning and focused skill building can open up exciting opportunities in the business analysis space. Chetna, it's pleasure to have you here on PIBA Chronicles today. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for the introduction, Shweta. I'm glad to have. Uh,
Thank you. I think we can get started with your introduction.
yeah. So previously, like I worked in Deloitte here, and although I was hired as a tax consultant initially, then after like my promotion, I was handling projects which required business analysis and requirement gathering with the client. And meanwhile, I was introduced to this PIBA course through one of my friends. And that's how I got to know about it. And I think whatever time, effort, and money I spent in the course, it was worth it. And that's how I got my current opportunity. Like currently, I'm working as a full fledged business analyst in Society General. And I think I'm in the right place, and all thanks to you and your team.
Thank you so much, Chetna. It feels so good to see you happy. It reflects on your face. So I would like to know more about the journey, about your transition from tax consultant to the full-fledged BA role now with Society General. How does it look like?
Yeah, earlier, like I was handling the responsibilities of a business analyst, but this now that I've switched my domain, everything is very new, and I feel like that I'm learning new things, and the ways of working are also very different. So, having spent almost 5 years in Deloitte, I felt like that I needed more growth because the growth was getting stagnant. So that's where PIBA helped me a lot, and the Banshu's classes were I think phenomenal because the way he teaches and his approach. Because he gives that 1% top BA understanding, that level of understanding. So that gives you a lot of confidence, and luckily I was able to crack my very first interview after I finished the course. So that's the amount of effort the Bancho and his team puts into every individual. And that's how I got the confidence. So yeah, till now my journey in Society General has been very nice, and it has been a great learning experience, although it has only been a month. But I'm sure that will be very fruitful in future also.
All right. All the very best for that, Chetna. And thank you so much for sharing your transition journey. I would like to know more about your interview journey as well, how it started and what was your project justification during the interview. Yeah, like in your introduction part, you
Mhm.
mentioned that when you got promoted in Deloitte, your responsibilities were more aligned towards BA, but your designation was related to tax consultation. Still, I would like to know about more about your project justification during your interview.
So in Deloitte, initially our processes were manual. So I was involved in, optimizing the process and automating it. So we were using Alteryx. So with the help of my seniors, we automated our process from manual to completely onto Alteryx. And
Mhm.
that's how, I justified in my interviews also because I was involved in requirement gathering and then implementing it with the help of the engineering team. And then I was also involved in the UAT phase. So that's how I justified my project in the interviews as well. And I got this opportunity through Naukri.com. So in PIBA, they also, help us to optimize the Naukri profile, the LinkedIn profile, and our resume. So after I did all of that, it was very easy for me to get opportunities and for HRs to reach out to me.
Okay, awesome. So when talking about the BA space, Chedna, now you are working as a full-fledged BA with Society General. And before joining PIBA, when you were already handling some
Yeah.
responsibilities as a BA in Deloitte, do you feel there is any gap in the market and BAs in the market are not completely aligned with the role? Do you feel so?
I feel like as AI is getting into the picture, so that's where we can bridge the gap because till now, I think we are not. Like our process is not integrated much with respect to AI. So that's where we can bridge the gap. And in Society General also, like my team is making sure that we are getting like AI related trainings as well. So they are
Mhm.
sure that we get fully equipped with all the knowledge, and so that job does not get redundant in coming years.
Okay. All right. So, in your current project in Society General, have you already started using AI tools, or it's just in the training phase?
It's just in the training phase. Right now, we are not using any AI tool. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Again, I would like to ask you more about your PIBA journey, about how the classes were structured, how it helped you for your this new role, as well as the case studies that were part of your assignments and all. Has that helped you to crack interviews, or maybe in the role that you are currently working as full-fledged BA? Can you shed some light on that?
Yeah, so initially I joined the Vanshu's masterclass in which he, gives an overview of the PIBA and about BA and what all responsibilities we can handle as a BA. So that's how I got to know about this domain and about the Vanshu's masterclass. So I felt like that this is a good way to learn, and I registered for the complete course. And he has formulated each and every class in a very good manner. Like he makes sure that it is on the weekend so that usually people who are in the corporate joins his course, so that they can give time and devote their time into it. And it's on the weekends, like 3 to 4 hours of class. But although the classes are like extensive, he makes sure that the classes are very interactive so that people are active throughout the session and they learn. And he also asks questions in between, like he'll call out anybody's name and ask questions just to make sure that they're actually listening actively, so people are listening actively. And I personally used to make notes of everything, and what if Devanshu calls my name and I have to answer. So I think that helps a lot. I love that approach, that people actually stay active because they know that he can ask questions anytime. So that is what gives him that edge, and he stands out when we compare to other people who are giving these courses. So that's what I love about the approach. And it's just like 1 month of investing your time into it. And then I also love the fact that after the course also finishes the kind of guidance that was given regarding the resume, LinkedIn optimization, Naukri optimization. So I feel like whatever, each and every penny that I invested in this course, it was completely worth it.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Chetna, for sharing your PIBA journey. I would like to also know about the assignments that you were doing as part of PIBA journey, and then how that assignment helped you. Were there in your interview, right, with Society General or any other interview? Did they ask you to create case study or work on some case study? So has those assignment helped you?
Yeah, like throughout the course, also the Dipanshu used to give assignments like after every class. That really helped us a lot, and we used to discuss those assignments in the next session. And what helped me the most was the post PIB assignment, because that was like an individual assignment, and I religiously worked on it. And from starting to beginning, you get to know everything, and you actually are able to explain your own project in the interview in a better way because you've worked on the post PIV assignment. So I was very confident when I used to explain my project during the interviews. So that assignment helped me a lot. Talking about the case study, yes, I was given a case study during my interview, and I think since I have already worked on those things during the PIBA program, I was able to work on that case study in a much more better way, and I had better understanding on how to approach the case study. So definitely all those assignments helped me a lot because that gave me like a practical insight into it.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing that, Chetna. I would also like to know, although it has been only 1 month with Society Children, but still I want to know how does your roles and responsibilities as a full-fledged BA in Society Children look like?
So it is completely aligned to like what we were taught. I was like recently included in one of the requirement gathering workshops also. My responsibilities include like requirement gathering and then documenting on Confluence. We use Confluence and Jira a lot. So after that, there's sprint planning also as a part of my responsibility. And then Currently, we are also in UAT phase for my product. Creating test cases,
Mm-hmm.
all that is a part of my roles and responsibility. And then in the next quarter, we are also rolling out our product. So during that time, creating user stories. So all of that was actually taught in PIBA, and it exactly aligns with what I have to do in Society General now.
Okay, awesome. All right. Moving ahead, I would also like to know
Mm.
how you have changed your domain, right? So
Yeah.
there is also this myth or understanding in the market that it is very difficult to hop from one domain to another domain. So
Mm.
what is your thought on that? Is it really that difficult? How much it is important to have that domain knowledge? Looking at the experience of around 5 or 6 years in the market, in the IT industry.
Actually, like making that switch was difficult because I had 5 years of experience. But I also feel that switching domains is very important so that you have like overall knowledge about the industry. You cannot keep on working in just one domain because as a BA you should know like things about different domains. There are so many domains in the market. So I feel that once you've made that switch and on the job you can learn about that domain. So just
Mm-hmm.
that part where you're making the switch, that is a bit of a struggle because you have to work hard and you have to study a lot. But after the switch is done, I think you keep on learning while working and on the job. So after that, it becomes easy.
Okay. Yes. So basically, I also wanted to understand how much domain knowledge is just in during the interviews. Is it like primary skill that they look into, or it is secondary? Because a lot of BAs
Mm.
don't approach or transition into this role because they fear that they don't have the domain knowledge they want to switch into, and they fear that they are the most of the questions in the interview should be revolving around the domain itself. So is it the reality or it's just the myth?
No, as per my experience, I was not asked a lot of questions related to domain. So
Hmm.
most of the questions were BA related, BA core skills only. So I came from taxation and currently I'm in my domain is like car leasing and fleet management.
Okay,
So
okay.
it is like completely different. And in my
Different.
interviews, they did not ask me anything related to that. It was just like core BA skills. And that
Okay.
thing is covered in the PIPA program. Nothing apart from that was asked in the interview. Everything I studied in the PIPA that was covered in my interview.
Okay. Awesome, Chetna. Thank you for sharing this because, as I said, right, there is a lot of myth around there, and people fear to transition just because they don't have that domain expertise. They feel highlighting this was very important. All right, we are towards the end of this conversation. I have one last question for you. Do you have any suggestions or recommendations for the aspiring BAs or people who are already in the BA role or the people who want to transition to BA role, anything for them?
I just want to say that if you're transitioning like from a non BA to BA, so you really have to put that effort. And it's just if you join like PABA, it's just like 1 or 2 months of hard work. And I want to give that message that you just fully, commit yourself to the course. And I'm very sure that anyone can transition if you are committed and if you're putting your 100%. And the good thing is that if you're working hard, Dibanshu and his team also make sure that they also give their 100% and it's a combined effort. So, yeah, that's my message to anyone who wants to switch into this domain.
Okay, thank you so much, Chetna, for sending out that message. Definitely, as you highlighted it, hard work is very important and it should not, even though you join a course, it should not be only one way. It should be both the ways, right? So if you put your 100%, then definitely you will reap the results. So thank you so much for sharing that message and being here on PIBA Chronicles today. It was wonderful talking to you, Chetna.
Yeah, same here. Thank you so much.
Thank you.